honey. Thank you all for the new subscribers and just tuning into the channel. Thank you all for your support always. I'm going to try to make sure I start off each and every video just giving you all thanks and you all for being so wonderful and so kind. Okay. All right. I feel like I do it every video, but in case I don't, I'm going to continue to try to keep that up. All right, y'all. So as you can see, we're going to be opening a new box of Beetles nail polish. Yes, we got some Beetles nail polish. This is their colorful, or excuse me, their fancy pop palette. So I'm thinking that it's going to have some really vibrant colors. It says be bold, be you, be Beetles. I got this off of Amazon for I think about $12. They were running a sale. So it comes in a box like so, and then it has, all the ingredients, directions, warning, storage, packaging, and all of that. So it has everything you need in here, okay? All right. So without further ado, we're going to just go ahead and pop into this thing and see what it's looking like. So here we go. Let's see how many milliliters. So it gives you this handy dandy book, this Beatles book. It's an application guide. So it walks you through like all your applicating steps. So basic, all of that, right? So yeah, we have that. And then next we have our handy dandy palette of colors. So this is how it looks out of the box. So yeah, here we go. All right. So we're going to just look at all of the colors it has. Okay, so this is a 7.5 milliliter box right here that I got from Beetles, and I really like how it's looking and all of that. So I'm really liking it. So it gives you a base coat, it gives you a top coat, and then it also gives you, I'm guessing, a matte coat. Yeah, and also a matte coat. So yeah, and so it gives you 20 of these colors here that you see, and we're just gonna go ahead and just start swatching them. I did go ahead and pre-label my swatch stick so it isn't slowing me down too bad. So yeah, we just gonna go ahead and get started, okay? And because this has its own box, I think I can just go on and just keep going. All right, so this is gonna be their 368. So this is their blue 368 here. Let me lift it up a little bit more. All right, so you and I can see. All right. All right, so okay, we got a nice blue on here. Okay, a nice light blue. So as you can see, this is a very vibrant color. Um, I've heard nothing but good things about Beetles. One thing I will say is they do have a nice, reasonable price range. But I don't see a lot of their products on sale like the Whitney's or the Phoenixy brand for like 4.99 or whatever the case may be. I just don't. That's just me, but and like I said, this is a 7.5 milliliter bottle, so you're gonna get a bang for your buck. So yeah, um, we just gonna write that on here. This is their 368. All right. So I'm gonna just pop that in the nail lamp and keep going on. Okay. So I'm gonna set my nail lamp today for about 65 seconds so that it cures nice and right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on to the 369. This is their dark blue 369. All righty. So I'll write that on there and we're going to go ahead and swatch it, okay? So this is what the 369 is looking like. It's looking like more purple blue to me, but let's see how it looks on the swatch sticks. Oh, okay. And the swatch sticks that I'm using today came right off of Amazon as well. Um, so You all can get these from off of Amazon for $4.99. It comes with all of the shapes and sizes. Well, all the shapes that we pretty much get, or all the basic shapes anyway, like coffin, stiletto, all of that. $4.99. All right, so here we go. Here is the Beetles. We're gonna pop that. This is their 369. I'm gonna pop that into the nail lamp, and we're gonna keep going. Okay. All right. Next we have their 370. 370. This is a purple. Oh, okay. Nice Easter purple. Easter didn't pass. I hope everybody had a good Easter out there yesterday. Um, and stayed safe, got some good food, and mingle with family and friends if that's what you do on Easter, or if you worked, I hope you didn't work too hard, and yeah, you was able to get off and enjoy relaxation time. Okay. All right, so here we go with the Beatles here. This is their 370. 370. So I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm just gonna do 370 on here. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on. Okay, and then we will go in with 2 coats of everything. So 2 coats of everything. All right. All righty, lovelies. Moving on. We got another, looks like it's gonna be another purple. I don't know what it's gonna be, but let's see. Okay, yeah, I was right. So it's gonna be another purple. So we'll go here. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you never miss out when I'm live and in action. I do appreciate you all for hanging with me last night. We had 15,000 people watching last night. Okay? I really do appreciate you all. That was like one of my largest lives last night. So I do appreciate you all. All right? So here we go here. Hey, Miss Tara. So here we go here. We have 371. So we're just going to keep moving on. 371. And these did not come with any stickers either. So this is what it looks like on my skin tone, and this is what it would look like on the nail. Okay. I don't know if that even helps y'all when y'all see it like that, but I hope it does. I really do hope it does, because I mean, child, it would help me. All right, so moving on, we got a glitter purple, a glitter purple. Can y'all see that in there? That little shimmer in there. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's cute. I feel like we got one of these glitter purples out of that Whitney brand. I could be wrong. It could have been the Phoenixy brand that we swatched some time ago, but I could be wrong. But one of the two got, I feel like they have this almost close to the same, glitter purple. And so we will go in with a second coat, but I'm just making sure I get a nice even coat on each side. Okay, this is it right here. All right, this is what it looks like on my skin tone, and then this is what it would look like on the nail. Okay, popping that into the nail now. So I'm just gonna, before I move on to the next row, I'm just gonna go back in and make sure I go in with the second coat. Okay, so this is that blue. So this is the blue, what the blue looks like. This is the first coat of the blue. We're gonna go in with the second coat to see if it gives it a more pigmented look, and it definitely does. So for all my sky blue true girlies out there, then hey, this is the sky blue that you were looking for, honey. What you looking for? We got what you looking for. Well, Beatles got what you looking for. Okay. Anywho, moving on. All righty. So this is their blue. This is their 368. All right. We're going to put that back in there. Next, we're going to move on. Put that back into its slot. 369. So this is 369. First coat. We're going to go in with the second coat here and see what that coat is giving. Okay, I like it. Like I said, it's like a purple color. So for all the purple girls out there, purple and blue, you get the best of both worlds, you know. Hannah Montana, okay? All right, so here we go. Just making sure we covering from sidewall to sidewall. All right. So here we go. All right. So this is what it looks like on my skin tone, and then this is what it would look like on your nail. Okay. All right. We're gonna pop that in the nail lamp. Gotta keep moving on. Gotta move on. All right, moving on. We got 370, 370. Okay. We're gonna go in with the second coat, removing any debris or any lint. Like, let me show y'all right here. So if you have lint, like lint right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. Just make sure you remove this so it doesn't cure in that nail. And yeah, just keep going on. I always forever remind you all of that. Just so you don't get flustered or mess yourself up, okay? All right, so here we go. Moving on, sidewall to sidewall. This is their 370, 370. All right, I like it. I mean, it's just again, nice Easter purple. Okay, so this is what it looks like on my skin tone. This is what it looks like on the nail, okay? All right, moving on. Moving on. All right, so next we're gonna go in with the 371. 371. Now this is their lighter purple. I don't know if it's looking gray to you all, but it is a lighter purple. I'll show you one more time. This is the purple. Okay, and then we'll go in with the second coat here. Okay. Second coat. And then I like to remind you all, not for you all that are, that know what you're doing, but for beginners or people that may be struggling to stay within the perimeter of the cuticle and all of that, just take your time, give it some nice slow strokes, and make sure you have just enough polish on the brush so that it's not overrunning, okay? So this is what that purple looks like on my skin tone again. Then this is what it looks like on the nail. At the end of each of my lives, I definitely go ahead and top coat everything, and then I do ring them so you all can see the final look. So do not fret, we will get that done, okay? We're gonna go in with the second coat of the purple here, okay? All righty. I mean, you can't really see it as much, but hey, it's there. I mean, you can find it. Okay, we finding it. Okay. All right. So I really like this purple shimmer, glitter, whatever you all like to call it. I like to call it glitter because that's what it is. It gives it what it needs to give. Okay, it's not too loud, not too much. This is what the glitter looks like on my skin tone, and then this is what it looks like on the nail. Okay, we're gonna pop that into the nail lamp. Okay, and then as I am finishing up, I will take everything out of the nail lamp so you all can see what the colors are giving. And like I said, these are very vibrant colors. I got this set, like I said, for about 12 bucks. About 12 bucks from off of Amazon. So not too bad. They had a nice little sale, so I was in the money, okay? All right, so I'll do a nice mini spread of the colors that we've done thus far. You can get some reasonable colors off of Amazon. Um, it doesn't have to be this brand, but yeah, there you go. All right, so here's our first spread. Okay, all right, and then we'll go back in just a second. I'm setting each one off to the side right here, off camera, so I can make sure I stay on point. Okay. All right, moving on. So we got a row of 5 in each. So I'm just gonna pull each one of these up. 363. Okay. 364. I guess I can just go and do that. 364. These do not come with stickers, so you have to do what you gotta do, okay? All right, now 365. Okay. 465, 66, and 67. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do 2 coats of each one of these as well. All righty, moving on. 363 is an orange, a nice orange. So from all my orange girlies out there, okay, here you go, here you go. All right. Oh, wait, that is a cute orange. That is a nice orange. Okay, you can never have too much. Um, orange or yellow, orange or yellow, you know. Oh, anyway, moving on. All right, so here is our orange. We just getting that cuticle area nice and right. Take your time. Go sidewall to sidewall. Spread it nice and evenly, okay? All righty. Got it on there nice and right. So this is what the color will look like on my skin tone, and then this is what the first coat looks like on the nail, okay? Popping that into the nail lamp. So I would suggest if each time you are doing one coat, just go ahead and pop it in the nail lamp. So here is that glitter purple. It's very cute. Here's what it looks like on my skin tone. Here's what it looks like on the nail in this shape, okay? I'm putting it off to the side. Moving on. Yellow, my favorite, okay? Let's see what this yellow is giving, okay? Oh, I should have done the Winnie the Pooh in this color, if I'm being honest, you know. But anyway, moving on. We got it done now, child. All right, so here we go. Moving on. We got their 365. This is a nice pigmented yellow. Um, yeah, it's vibrant, it's happy, it's smooth like butter. But I did mess up a little bit at the cuticle, so I'm going to take some time to clean that up, and I'll show you all what I use for those of you that are just now joining me or are new to the page. Okay, so I take this handy dandy little tool here, and if you can see right here on the end, I got a little bit on there, a little bit over the cuticle. I'm just gonna clean that up. And again, like I always tell my crowd, it doesn't matter if you're practicing or if you are, you know, just watching the nails. You want to take it just as serious as if you were doing a person's nail. Okay, it helps you get better and just over time evolve. Okay, your craft, skin tone nail. Popping it in the lamp, okay? Again, we are curing on about 65 seconds today. 65 seconds, and we're moving on. All right, 60. Dang. I did it. Okay. Yeah, I done picked up the wrong thing. Okay. Okay, we gonna just 365. Because 64, child. Anyway. Okay, let's put that up. 66. All right, anyway, moving on. Little ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening. All right. So here we go. We got a green. Oh we. Now this is almost so I'm so glad that I am, collecting more and more mint and greens because this is a lighter shade than the mint that I showed y'all 2 days ago. Um, but it's a little bit darker than the mint set that we did last week sometime. So I'm really feeling this color. So for all the green girlies, mint girlies out here, this is your color. Okay, so this is what it looks like on my skin tone on the nail. Moving on, moving on. Okay. All right, now we got 366, 366. We got another green. Another green, make sure your nail is nice and clean. So if you see me brush the nail, it's because I don't want any debris or anything on it. Okay, we got another green. Okay, yes, honey, honey, money, honey. Yes, I'm liking this green. It's just green. It's vibrant. It's cute. I like it. I'm finding it. We finding it. Anyway, moving on. All right, so 7.5 milliliters. This what get you. This is what it gets you. This is what it gets you, honey. Okay. That is 366. 366. Again, we will be going in with a second coat of everything, so you will get the full scope and look of the nail. Okay. All right, so we got another. I think this is gonna be mint too. This is their 367. Yep, definitely a mint color. All right, so I'm liking it though. I'm liking it. And what I'm finding is, or what I guess I've already known this, but a lot of brands have similar colors to one another. Sometimes you get a shade lighter or one little shade darker in different brands, and you know what? I can appreciate that. However, the scheme is pretty much the same as far as the color the colors go, okay? And that's what you want. You want to have an array of different colors. So when someone is coming to you, or even if you're doing your own nails, you can be like, okay, I can go on my little vault. Thank you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You have options. You got options. Okay. Period point blank. Okay. Anyway, moving on. All right, babe, we're going back in with these burnt orange and stuff and things. Okay, so cute, very cute, very cute. I know I told y'all some time ago, and we're gonna clean it up. So I went over a little bit right there, but we're gonna clean it up. So, one of my my childhood best friend. Well, yeah, we more like sisters, but she's like a best friend to me too. But um, she's getting married, and this is her color right here. So I'm feeling really good about like all the oranges that I have so far. Yes, honey. We will slay all day. All right. All right. Moving on. Just cleaning that up with my handy dandy tool. So this is what it looks like on my skin tone. And then this is what it would look like on the nail. Okay. All right. Moving back into the nail lampion. We're going back in with that yellow. This is their 364. So we're going to go ahead and correct it because on here I got 365. I picked up the wrong doggone color, child. So 364. Okay. All right. Boom, bam. All right. So here we go. Let's go in with the second coat here. All righty. I'm feeling goody in the hoodie about this. Okay. We got some cleaning up to do, but that's okay. Yes. I had my yellow head. Y'all seen my yellow head I be wearing or whatever, right? And if you have it, then you just have to go back and watch the post. But yeah, my yellow head, every day I've been wearing my little yellow head or whatever. And I've been getting so many little compliments on my yellow head. This woman stopped me while I was taking my garbage to the garbage. She said, "Oh my God, that head is just so adorable." They say yellow is a happy color. I was like, yes, ma'am, my favorite. Yes, thank you. You have a good day. I was like, yes, ma'am. So you cannot go wrong with yellow, girlies, okay? It's the season for it, okay? All right, moving on, babies, okay? All right. Yes, y'all. Yellow is the place to be, baby. All right, 365, 365, 365. Okay. Going in with that second coat here. Getting that cuticle all nice and right and nice and tight and stuff and things and going sidewall to sidewall. You want to do a nice slow spread when you get to the cuticle area so you don't go over it. You know what I'm saying? They have so much cleanup. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know if that helps, but yes, they have several pinks in this kit. Yeah, they do. They got a lot of pinks in this one, Miss Tara. A lot, a lot. All right, y'all. So this second coat of 365. I'm wondering though if the pinks are going to be like some stuff I already got, which I'm seeing some of it might be similar, but like I said, it's always that one shade that's, a little bit light, a little bit darker. So we finna see though in just a second. All righty, so we're going in with our handy dandy 366, 366. Got a nice vibrant green. It darkened up just a little bit, or as I would have thought it would anyway, and I'm okay with it. So for the green girlies, this one is for you. All right, so skin tone, this is what it looks like on the nail, popping it into the nail lamp, okay? All righty, moving on. And each time you notice I'm putting things back so we can just stay organized, okay? 367, got a mint blue green. Okay. All righty. So here we go, right here, going from that sidewall to sidewall. We went over just a slight bit, so I'm going to take my handy dandy tool and just clean that up, okay? Just clean that up, all right? All right. So ain't nothing to it but to do it, all right? Moving on. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you all what they're looking like as they are drying. Okay. So here are the colors we've swatched thus far outside of the first row. Very cute, right? Very cute. Very cute. Okay. Let's add this one on there. Okay. Then we got this one on here. Okay. So here is our row right here. Okay. I'm going to pop these over to the side here. You all can't see them, but they're here. Well, you all will see them at the very, very end. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at these colors. So this is 372. Let me write on here. 372. All right. Just got to make sure we got all of our colors labeled. All righty. So we got 5 more colors. So let's go ahead and label our sticks. We got 358 through 622. 622. So 358, 359, 360, 361, and then 362. All right, boom, bam, thank you, man. All of this, it's coming from my rug, though. All of these little lens looking things. All right, 61, 60. All right, bam. All right, 58 and 59. All right, so up next is for the pink girlies. So we're going to do this row right here, okay? 358, 358, 358. Ooh, ooh. She is pink, pink, honey. This is like Barbie pink. Okay. Should we redo the Barbie nails? Maybe I should do the redo the Barbie nails. But I need to think about which Barbie I'm gonna do. All right, y'all. This is so cute. This little pink is cute. You know, it's loud, but hey, it's cute. Pink on there, and then this is what it looks like on the nail. Okay, we're gonna pop it in the nail lamp. Okay. All right. Moving on. 359. 359. Y'all, we making some headway today. We ain't even at 30 minutes. That's what I'm talking about, honey. All right, we got the glitter for the pink glitter girlies. Uh-huh. Here you go. Here you go. We ain't forgot about you. We ain't forgot about you. Uh-huh. Also, when I think about pink, I don't know why, but it made me think about like all of the princesses, you know, the princesses and stuff and things. But anyway, here is the pink on my skin tone with that glitter on there. And then here is the color and shape. Okay. All right, moving on. Moving on. All right. 360, 360. We got to look like it's going to be a darker pink than what we had. No, it's more of a fuchsia. More of a fuchsia color. So let's see. Yeah. Giving fuchsia. More fuchsia-ish to me. So that works too for whoever might want this color. Okay, we okay with it. We prefer yellow, but we finding it, you know. But what I've noticed is yellow is like one of those colors like you don't really often see in like a lot of sets unless you get like a green or like loud color palette. And even when it comes to shoes, like I don't see a lot of yellow shoes. Like I have some Converse that I have, and child, they don't even have. I mean, some Vans. They don't even have the Vans in yellow. She was like, "Oh, but you can customize them." I'm like, "I don't want to customize them. I want you to have them." But I guess I could do that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But when you want what you want, hey. All right, anyway, moving on this side track, okay? Anyway, 361, 361, I mean 360, yeah, 361. Here you go. Here you go for the pink girl. If you see my room get a little bit lighter, it's because the sun is peaking. Um, so yeah, might not be able to see it as greatly as you would like. But I'll fix that in just a second, okay? All right, so we got another pink here. All right, we're gonna clean that up there, and then bam, here's what that color looks like on my skin tone. Here's what it would look like on the nail. Okay, popping that into the nail lampion. Like I said again, for those of you that are just joining, you can get this whole set off of Amazon for about $12 if that's what you choose to do. That's your business. That's your business. Okay, looks like we got a peach, a dark peach of some sorts, peach orange. It's giving those type of vibes. Um, but yeah, okay. All right now. I like this color though. It reminds me of the Whitney set we just watched a couple weeks ago. They had a similar color like this in their set. So it looks like that, and then this is what it looks like on the nail, okay? All right, moving on. We're gonna pop that into the nail lamp and then just start bringing stuff out. We're gonna do 358 for the second coat. All right, this is what 358 is looking like on its own. And then this is the first coat. We'll go in with the second coat, nice and evenly. Okay, very cute, very cute. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic. All right, something about her hair, but I don't know all the that part. But anyway, moving on. All right, so here's the pink here. And then here's what it would look like on the nail. Let me close this lamp. Let me close this blind here so y'all can see these colors a little better. There we go. All righty. Okay. And then let's turn on the light. Ooh, that's way better, right? I think that's way better. All righty. Moving on to 350. To 359. 359. We got the glitter color here. So we're gonna go back in with the second coat. Cute, cute. Uh-huh. Very cute. Uh-huh. And stuff and things. Alrighty. I messed up a little bit on the swatch stick, so I'm just gonna clean that up. Alright, so this is what it looks like on my skin tone, and then this is what it looks like on the nail. We're gonna keep it moving. Keep on pushing. Alrighty. Moving on to 360. 360. And after we swatch these nails, I'm going to come back a little later on to do a full on set and go from there. I just wanted to make sure I swatch these colors live because that's what I do, right? I swatch with you. I do it all, right? 360, 360, 360. Okay, here we go. On the nail skin tone, and then on the nail. Popping it in the nail lamp, moving on, moving on. Okay. Swatching is good practice for, again, staying in the line, making sure you get them coats nice and right and even. You know what I'm saying? It's really good practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, believe it or not, but people are going to do what they want to do. But I just want to encourage you to, if you have to sit there all day long and just practice, 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 just do it. You got this. You can do it. You got it. All right. Anyway, moving on. All right, there you go. And then this is what it looks like on the nail. All right, moving on. Moving on. Last color in this row is going to be 362. 362. Okay. It's giving like this should be on someone's, you can wear it on your hand or your feet, but preferably my feet with like a aloha look, maybe a palm tree with some birds and with a lot of different colors on there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's cute, ain't it? Cute. Moving on, okay, sweet thing. Whoa, whoa, sweet thing. Moving on. Last row right here. We're gonna go ahead and just make sure we got each one of these labeled. Okay, we got each one of these labeled. So we're gonna do 353, 53, 354, 354, 55. All right, 56, and then 57. Okay. Jesus. All right. Bam. Bam. All right, moving on. So the good thing about this row is that it comes with a black and a white, so you won't be out of black and white. You know what I'm saying? And it even comes with an off white. So we gonna check that out in just a second. Anyway, moving on. So this is 353. This is their ooh, this is cute. Is this a liner brush? Oh, this is gel nail art polish, y'all. So it comes with nail art polish. Okay. I ain't gonna. I guess I got it now. Guess I gotta fill it all in with my nail art gel. I'm so happy because y'all see me struggling on that live with that red with that white gel art polish I had last night for the nail set. Oh we, but I'm so glad it came with this. See, I thought all of these were just polish like just regular polish. But no, it comes with gel or nail polish. So this is a pretty good kit, y'all. I would say check it out. Again, this is their fancy pop pop palette. So just type that into Amazon by Beetles and it should pop up for you. It should pop up for you, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna go in. Um, I'm just filling all these little areas as best I can. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. Phew. So this is what the bottle looks like right here. We missing a little bit right there. Let me go ahead and fill that in, child. Can't tell y'all to do something. I ain't even doing it myself. All right, we filled in. We filled in. We finding it. Here we go. All right, bam. All right, so here is their white, very nice. Here's what the brush looks like on this nail art gel polish here. It's not any strags. It's just straight to the point. Like it's a very clean brush. Like there aren't any little strays or any extra bristles coming out. Straight to the point. Straight to the point. All righty. So in the meantime, in between time, let's go ahead and pull out all. Uh-oh. Let's pull out all the colors that we've swatched on these other rows. Oh shit. Whatever. It's gonna do what it do. All right. Moving on. All right, so I'll show y'all what the colors look like in the third row. In that third row. So here are all the colors here in this row right here. All right. So I'm going to pop those right over here. And then let's see. Is this a liner gel? Okay, this is a polish. This is a liner gel polish too. I won't swatch this. I won't. Uh, I guess I'm gonna have to, but I'm just gonna do like the tippity. Maybe I just do half of it because I don't want to waste my liner gel on a whole nail. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. But we will go straight across like so, back across like so. All right. And then here's what the black is giving. Okay. Here's what the black is giving. It's just a regular line gel polish or whatever. So I'm not going to do too much with this because, again, I need every little ounce of this, child. All right. Moving on. Is this a polish? Okay, now I'm guessing these last three. Okay, all three of these are polishes though, so we can do what we need to do. 55. Let's see what 55 is giving. 55 is looking like peach. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's light, almost like a jelly peach color. Jelly peach. It's cute. I like it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and clean that area up right here at the um, cuticle area right here, right on up. So this is just the first coat, and then we'll come on in with a second coat. Okay, 356. Is this like their regular white? No, it's another jelly color. So for all the jelly girls out there, this is like a very, very light pink, like almost white. It's so light. Like it's probably even looking white to you all, but it's not. It's like light pink. So here's what it's looking like, and then bam. Okay. All right, popping that into the nail lampion, and then we're gonna go in with our second coat. So here's what that white is looking like with that gel art brush. Want to place that up here as well. All right. All righty. And then we're gonna go in with 357. 357 is the last color. And then here, okay, it's a light pink for the light pink girlies. Okay. All right. Okay. Baby shower pink. Oh boy. All righty. Here we go. So we're gonna clean up this little back area right here, and then that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. We're gonna go in with a second coat and then move on. So here's what that black look like. Just regular old black, y'all. Really ain't into it. Let's go back in with our second coat of 355. This is the peach jelly. So you getting some jelly colors in here. So I mean that's good. They aren't all solid colors for those who like, those translucent colors or, transparent colors or whatever. So you have those options. So here we go. Thank you so much, Miss Tara. Here you go. 355. All righty. So we're gonna pop that in there. 355. I'm trying to make sure I keep everything together. And then 356. Hold on, 356. Okay, so let's do 356. Okay. All righty. Oh, I guess this is white. It just looked pink in the bottle. I don't know now. Don't they look pink to y'all in there? But then this is the color. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna spend too much time. All right, and then 357 is coming out. We're gonna do one more coat of 357. We're gonna top coat everything with their top coat, and then we're gonna move on. Now, this next nail set that I'm going to do, we're going to attempt to do some nail foils. with nail foil polish and all of that. So I hope you all enjoy this next live because I'm definitely going to be free styling this set and it's going to be cute. It's going to be fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I plan to make it really nice, easy still for you all to digest, and we're going to keep it pushing. All right, so we're gonna go in with the top coat here. Here's their top coat. This is 7.5 milliliters as well. So this is what it's looking like. All right, here is the box. Here is the box here. And then this is what you want to look for, the Fancy Pop palette. Fancy Pop if this is what you're looking for, okay? All right. All right. So in the meantime, in between time, we're gonna start off with those 5 colors that we started off with in the first row. Okay. So we're gonna start off with all 5 of the colors. So we're gonna go ahead and actually I can do all of them in my hand. All right. All right. So we're gonna top coat all of these like so. Okay. All righty. Just taking everything out of the lamp so we have room and sliding everything else right on down. Right on down. Okay, so it didn't take long at all. All right, so here we go. Top coat. This top coat is filled to the rim, so be careful when you are taking it out. You're taking the brush out, just so you all know. Okay. All right, sidewall to sidewall. Okay. All right. Then 5 done at a time. I like that. I like that. All right. Here we go. So here's what the top coat is looking like before the lamp. I'll show you what it looks like after as well. And then right before we ring it, I'll do a spread and keep going too. All right, so here are the first rose colors, okay? Popping that into the nail lamp. Nice and flat, making sure nothing is touching one another, okay? All right, boom. Moving on to the next row here. Next 5. We're going to literally grab them the same way and keep going, okay? All right. All right. Here we go. When I have a lot of polish on, on the brush, I just go ahead and pre-game the next few to get some of that polish off. So we ain't wasting no polish, honey. We ain't in no business of wasting no polish, okay? All right. Moving on. Moving on. All right, got this last one to do right here, and then we can move on. I'll show you what it looks like before the lamp, and then I'll show you what it looks like after the lamp. All right, so before lamp, polished look with top coat. This is what it's looking like. All right, we'll hold those until it's time. All right, here we go. Popping those into the lamp. Next 5, which is the shades of pink, which I kind of like how they did each row. Keeps everything nice and clear when it comes to the color scheme of it all, right? All right, so here we go. We're going to top coat each one. All right. Okay. And then just doing the rest of the nails. All right. These are so cute. Beetles is a nice brand. Okay. All right. So here's what it's looking like before the lamp. And then we'll take it out. I'll take out the rest of the nails. And then place these in. And then we have the last 5. And then we're going to start ringing everything. Okay. Yeah, all these little carpet rug stuff. Child. Uh-oh. All right. All righty. There we go. So here are the colors before the nail lamp. And then we'll take these out that are in there and begin ringing them so that we can see what all the colors are going to look like at the end. Okay. All right. So I'm having to utilize a ring that I already started. So here's the ring that I'll use right here. So actually, let's pop this back into the box. Thank you. All right. So here we go. So I'm going to use this one. All right. And all right, so this is the last color. So I know the next color will be, uh-oh. All right, so let's open this a little bit. All right, so we're going to start ringing them from this side. So I start with the blue. Then we'll do the purple, greens, or bluish green, orange, yellow. We'll do pinks, all the various shades. All right. Okay, here, 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 and here. All right, so here we go. Let's do our spread, and then I'm going to take a little break and then I'm going to come back so I can do the rest of our nails. Our actual nail set, actually. Alright, so if this thing will close, hold on. Girl, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, so here are the colors in this set. Okay, so we'll start here. We do our nice little spread, okay, of our pinks and orange and yellow and stuffing things and greens and all right, so we'll come up close. So here we go. Okay. Okay. Purple, purple, blue, and blue. All right, y'all. Well, that was it. That's all I got. Made it to almost an hour. Our next set might take a little while because I will be working with nail foils. So, like I said, just give me a little minute. I'll be back. And we're going to go ahead and just do our fun foil nails. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm up out of here. See y'all in a